The aftermath of Gary Gensler on the Hill yesterday continues to reverberate throughout the world. And what has Coinbase said they're doing because they're tired of not having clarity in the crypto industry? Those articles, hey, we need to go over a couple of NFT collections. How did the Trump second edition do? And is Pepe the new meme coin? Next on OG Crypto and NFTs. Welcome everyone, my name is Troy, and every day we go over NFTs as well as blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies. Before we jump into it, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna give you the best 5 minutes in this space every single day. Let's jump right into it. It says Republicans pummel SEC Gary Gensler over crypto crackdown. I mean, this is really turning into a red versus blue team. We saw the blue team last couple of years, and during that watch, it's been just a nightmare at the SEC. It's just been, I'll make all my rules or I'll expand rules that were made 40, 50, 80, 90 years ago, and I'll expand it to cover what my agenda is, and that is the Gary Gensler way right now. I think he got the objective or the marching orders from way up above. We know that he's been meeting with people that have nothing to do with SEC oversight, and they've been meeting with him over the last couple of years, and that's why he has the agendas he has. He only cares literally about what happens with the banking industry in the United States, that they're actually included into this, the biggest run of all time. Now, I've said this once before, I'll say it again. The reason why they're having so many problems and he's being hammered is because the internet is full of information, and that information now is being deciphered through just us typical retailers, and us retailers, all the big banks are doing is trying to trick us. That's all they try to do, as well as Gary Gensler is protecting them from being left out of the crypto industry. And we've noticed that it's gone up so much over the last 10 years that Gary Gensler is trying to hold it back down, making it really hard for us to purchase and hold cryptocurrencies, even to a point where illegalities. So with that being said, the Coinbase has popped up and said, Brian Armstrong is just going, hey, since you can't give any kind of clarity, even though you say you have clarity, you can't even give clarity, even on a simple coin like Ethereum that he was asked at least 7 to 8 times yesterday, if it was a security or a commodity. And that it makes no sense that any of these coins that Coinbase actually has is traded on their exchange, that any of them are securities or commodities. Since he can't make a decision on that, well then why don't we just pack up bags and leave the United States? So innovation obviously is already leaving. We saw Tom Emmer say that there was a Wall Street Journal article last week about China opening up their arms, saying, hey, innovation, come over here because of the regulatory atmosphere that Gary Gensler's caused here to hold his buddies at JP Morgan or Goldman Sachs or BlackRock or Fidelity, any of these places. He's just keeping it at bay. You never hear him once talk about what they hold as crypto assets or what they hold personally in crypto assets. All you continue to hear is that he's there to destroy crypto by saving us all the heartache all the time, us regular investors. Now, with that being said, he was asked a lot of questions by FTX and the complete failure of FTX and it falling down. And we understand that it all happened on his watch. He think about this. He won't meet with regulators, he won't meet with Congress. He refused to. Maxine Waters, who was the head of the financial committee, would not allow Gary Gensler for a year and a half to actually talk to Congress about what he's doing. But he had plenty of time to meet with foreign companies, heads of foreign companies, such as FTX. And he met with them at least 2 times that he says is on his calendar. I wish they would have pushed him to say, did you meet with him any other time outside of that? Because we have a feeling he met with them on multiple occasions. We know Maxine Waters met with FTX multiple occasions, right? And probably was given some type of money for her re-election. But with that being said, FTX is floating out there. They've caught most of the money. They think they've got most of the money back, at least $7 billion. And now they wanted to restart. But at this point, it looks like FTX Crypto Exchange restarts plan draws possible bid from Tribe Capital. It says Tribe met with creditors committee on informal proposal. I think the first thing we need to do is figure out whatever cryptocurrencies that are on the exchange, what are securities and what are commodities? Hey, Gary, how can you ever allow this to happen? To allow FTX to restart when you can't tell us if what's a security and what's a commodity? So why are we having these conversations? This is stupid. This is stupid. Why? Because he wants FTX to live. And that's what he's doing. He wants him to live. He couldn't even come up with the charges that they had against FTX and what actually, he was asked on multiple occasions, why didn't he send all the internal documents and all the investigation documents over to the congressman that had asked for them, which he didn't do. We know that this is still a dirty business, and if he can't tell us which one's a security, which one's a commodity, shouldn't be able to be offered here in the United States and shouldn't be able to be opened up anywhere in the world. Next, Bank of International Settlement, as well as Bank of England conclude distributed ledger technology settlements pilot. This is crazy. The insights of Project Meridian, which they have a ton of projects, would be used by the Bank of England in its real-time gross settlement systems. Now, the Bank of England had come out about a month ago, and they went over and they had a big document about going over cross-border payments, especially within the EU and then outside of the EU, the European Union. And they had mentioned Ripple on multiple occasions in their document. Now, the BIS, who's the Bank of International Settlements, has now come out with this 44-page document about Project Meridian. And if you read about it, they're talking about real-time settlements. We have this big feeling that they're not naming any companies around it, but it looks like, again, they're just mirroring what Ripple's been saying now for such a long time. And with that being said, if you take a look at the 44-page document that's out there, it says executive summary. Project Meridian is a joint project between Bank of International Settlements, Innovation Hub London Center, and the Bank of England. It investigates how recent rapid advances in financial technology could deliver innovations in real-time gross settlements, which sits at the core of the modern electronic payment systems. Guys, how many companies do you know that do real-time cross-border payments? There's only a few out there, and the largest one who has on-demand liquidity, which instantly settles. We just saw $300 million settle in 3 seconds for 30 cents. We just saw that just happened last week. You know, we're just continually seeing this innovation go. Now, nobody wants to go pick winners and losers, and I understand why they didn't add Ripple's name in this or even Stellar's name, but it is apparently clear there's no way they're using slow blockchains or blockchains that don't have 100% efficiency in their payments, such as Swift, such as Bitcoin, Lightning Network, and anything to do with Ethereum is completely ridiculous. This is about a couple of companies, and that's it. And those innovations out there, who's been talked about by the Bank of England, you got it, Ripple. All right, let's jump into NFTs. I will do this solo today. I know that Emi, our producer, is feeling under the weather, and so I will jump into it. Trump's second NFT collection sells out while prices of first collection plunge. Well, I mean, a lot of people look at it as he's just simply bringing on a second collection, which is just an extension of the first collection. So now they're coming down. Now, obviously, they're showing some of the crazy pricing. These aren't the souls; these are the actives. So let's don't kind of look at this. But I like the pictures on these. These look pretty cool that are out there. I think that again, $100 was worth it. I feel stupid. I should have jumped into this, but then again, $100 I sold my first set of Trump cards, and made a decent profit on it. Probably should have jumped into this because it's probably going to be popular as we get closer and closer to the election. But I have a feeling that after 90,000+ of these, there's got to be a tipping point. I think that speculators are going to are just going to, jump into this until the election, and then you're going to see it plummet. All right. The meme coins, the coins that don't have any real utility, such as Doge and as Shiba Inu. Now you have the Pepe Coin price prediction as Pepe rockets up 1,000,000% in 5 days. Well, why did it jump up? Somebody creates this, then somebody hypes it, then somebody pumps it. People make all the money, and then they dump it. Guys, how stupid are you if you're jumping into this? If you're not there at the beginning, you're not a founder or jump in the founder shares, then you're just an exit liquidity. Please understand this has no utility to it. I don't care about whether they say there's a roadmap or whether they say they're going to do all this. 99% of those projects are going to fail because they never even do this, because that is the pitch. They pitch you on something. Go get real world utility coins. Go ahead. If you're looking for day trading, well, then you need get the day trading course, get on TradingView, do whatever you want there. But if you're going to ride this up and down, you better be at the beginning of it, because you will get crushed on this. Believe me, I've seen so many people buy Shiba Inu right there in the fourth quarter of 2021, and now it went down 50, 60, 70%, and then has its pumps and dumps because they talk about, oh, we'll have a roadmap, pumps, and then it dumps because the roadmap doesn't get implicated for a while. Same with Dogecoin. If Elon talks about it, it goes up. Then after Elon's quiet about it, it goes down. And that's just the way it is. It happens that way. Please do me a favor. Don't be exit liquidity. A lot of retail is, and that's why you keep hearing about crypto being a scam. Well, thank you very much for joining me today. Make this right there, quick and easy. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. Hey, if you like what you're hearing here, hit the like button. Otherwise, you guys take care, and I will see you tomorrow.